Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on AVAX. AVAX is currently trying to find support somewhere here in this region, but the last rally, like on many other cryptocurrency charts, the last rally that started here around the 10th or 11th of March, it was only a three-wave move up. It ended as a three-wave structure. So question is, what could it be? I see two likely scenarios from here, and we are going to zoom in a minute. First of all, looking at the bigger picture, it is important to understand that the AVAX chart is still holding above very, very important support levels here between $12.49 and $16.75. That $16.75 level was reached. The price already reacted to it in March, or actually, to be a little bit more precise, the price broke slightly below it and then reacted to the 100% extension of the initial move down that started in March 2024 and ended in August 2024. So the 100% extension of that move down, that was here at $15.10. So the price reacted to that $15.10 level. And we've seen a bounce, but that bounce is only a three-wave move up so far. Yeah. So nothing substantial there. Nothing substantial. And I can tell you that it doesn't really have the right proportions for a so-called 1-2-1-2 setup. But in the blue scenario, it still is completely valid. It would just not be my preferred scenario, because normally when we're dealing with a 1-2-1-2 setup, the second wave one is a bit shorter than the first wave one, and they pretty much have the same length. So this is not necessarily the scenario I'm tracking. For those of you who are not so familiar with Elliott wave and who think, what is he talking about? A 1-2-1-2 setup to the downside, it means that this here would be a wave one down of a larger degree third wave. And third waves are typically the strongest moves in a trend. In this case, it would be a downtrend in the blue scenario. So the move up could be a corrective rally before we go down further. So that would be potentially dangerous. But again, it's not clearly preferred. And I mean, I can see that work out, if Bitcoin really breaks support. It will depend to a degree on Bitcoin. It still is important to understand what the key levels are here on the AVAX chart. And support is at $12.49. And I don't have any bullish support level below $12.49. That's also very, very important. Looking at the shorter time frame, you can see that the move to the upside is corrective. So we already talked about the blue scenario, where this could be a wave two corrective rally, and this first move up could be an A wave. Why not? It's a three-wave move. Could be an A wave, yeah, easy. Wave A of two, absolutely. This move down could be a B wave, and we rally in wave C before we go down much further. In that case, a three-wave move can easily evolve into a larger three-wave move. And then I will pay attention especially to the area around $29, $33, where we could watch for a rejection. So that means if the price moves up from here, I think it would actually not be bullish because it's only a three-wave move up. If it forms another low before, which is also likely, because this is only a three-wave rally, so it's not I don't have any confidence that a substantial low formed. Surely it could be a local low, which then leads to a rally in wave two, but really to be more confident that a substantial low formed, I need to see 5 waves up. Therefore, it would actually be quite good to get another low and then try a small 5-wave move up from there. These are the two pathways I see, and if we see one more low, then 5 waves up, this could be potentially bullish. Then afterwards, a 3-wave corrective pullback could unfold before we go even higher. Yeah, that means from here, if it continues to go higher, I would not be clearly bullish. And short term, of course, could be, but then it's this resistance area that will help us distinguish between bearish scenario and a more bullish scenario. For now, the local trend is down. The market could not sustain above previous highs. Next structural support is around $18.08. And if the price forms one more low, then the next Fibonacci support level is at $12.49. That's the update about AVAX. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button. leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.